Hey, everyone.
Hello, hello.
Can everyone?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Glad to have our fans in the front row. Yeah. Thanks for being here.
Ah, wow. This is a nice turnout. So really thrilled to see so many familiar faces, so many new faces here today. As a quick introduction, my name is Bhavin Desai. I'm the Chief Product Officer here at CreatorIQ. Joining me on stage, thank you.
There you go.
And joining me on stage is Clare Bruzek, our exceptional VP of Creator Intelligence. Claire really focuses on all of these amazing insights that really power all of these programs. So today I'm really excited to introduce some amazing new capabilities and updates that are really focused on driving this future of creator marketing that we're all building towards. We've had some amazing sessions today across all of these amazing speakers and panels that we've had, and we really want to continue that excitement with all of these cool capabilities. So let's dive in a little bit here. So we're all here today because we have a common belief, and that common belief is that good creator marketing isn't just about amplifying a message. We know that it builds brands, we know that it sells products, and we know that it really amplifies every single channel wherever it's used. And all of this is really powered by all of this authentic, amazing creator-led content that is scaling faster than it ever scaled before. So why are we so passionate about it? We know that creator content works better. As this industry has evolved, if you just look over the last few years, it's exploded. The amount of investment, the amount of creators that are coming to the table, the amount of programs, the size of the programs that are being scaled across, not just at the individual brand level, but across the entire enterprise at this point. It's absolutely phenomenal. And it really reminds me a little bit of kind of the evolution of traditional social media that kind of just ballooned from just starting individual conversations. And we're seeing it happen here, just faster than ever before. So with that said, our roadmap really, or your roadmap really is the key here, is super focused on making sure we're powering all of the insights, capabilities, and workflows that are really delivering on this future that we're talking about. So let me break it down a little bit. So when we think about creators, it's really about providing all of this intelligence and insights to find the best creators to drive all of these different outcomes that are scaling here today. Additionally, when we think about how you think about the content, this is a major outcome, and we're seeing it leveraged everywhere. So we want to make it as easy as possible for you to not just find this content, but use it and syndicate it across your entire organization. And then, how do you measure that it's actually working? We have phenomenal partnerships and data insights, and we want to bring all of this to the surface as easily as possible so you can measure ROI to make sure that everything you're doing is actually working. And then lastly, how do you know that what you're doing is better than your competitors, best in your market? How do you do that? So with our amazing listening data, creator listening data that Claire's going to be talking about, powering competitive insights and benchmarking, we want to make sure that you can really prove that what you're doing is better. And ultimately, these pillars, creator, content, works better, is where we're focusing as we continue to innovate and build out the future of CreatorIQ. Over to you, Claire.
So let's start with creators. We know that true creator discovery starts with a purpose, right? Finding good creators is fundamental to any activation, but can also be time-consuming and sometimes pretty painful. Ultimately, our goal is to provide the creator's best fit for your projects automatically. No search, no filter, just plug in the details and get the lists and one-sheets of all the right creators to deliver ideal outcomes. And knowing outcomes is important too, right? Because creators who have the propensity to sell aren't necessarily the same creators who drive brand awareness, though those are both valuable outcomes. Our vision is to leverage AI to automatically surface ideal creators based on the custom inputs from you. This isn't just a wrapper on GPT, but instead we are using over our decade of data collection and our wealth of expertise to bring you relevant, actionable results. And as a first step towards that goal, we are introducing faster, better, safer, and ultimately smarter creator discovery. With the emergence of large language models and other advanced AI tools, we are significantly improving our search capabilities, specifically using a method called semantic search. Our AI-powered search enables semantic modeling to go beyond simple keyword matching, instead searching based on the context of the content creators make or what's in their bios. It really transforms the way that users are interacting with discovery in a few key ways. First, it unlocks faster creator discovery with a quick search bar, think Google. It also understands what you type. Not only what you type, but also what you mean. No more brainstorming strings of keywords, no more empty searches because of a typo. You can now search fashionable lawyers in LA or creators who like country music and see the same results that used to require 50 or 100 keywords to get you there. Lastly, it automatically applies demographic filters. So you can also put in Gen Z van life creators with high TikTok engagement and see the filters for age, channel preference, and engagement rates so you can check your work and adjust as needed. Even further, on top of that, when you find those perfect creators, or maybe you have a couple go-to favorites, you can now use them to identify similar creators with our revamped Smart Creator recommendation. Our creator similarity is evaluated on comprehensive 360-degree view. This includes content, channel, audience, demographics, all the things that you are already considering when you are building a cohort for your campaigns. Instead of searching, let the creators come to you. So now, if you found those creators, you need to make sure they're appropriate for your brand. And our new custom brand safety lets you automatically do that, flagging creators who may not be brand safe based on your own criteria. So we know that one size doesn't fit all in terms of brand safety. What works for Jack in the Box doesn't necessarily work for Disney. Or maybe you're a fintech company and you'd prefer not to work with crypto creators. None of those things will get flagged by a traditional not safe for work filter, but we know they're just as important to you. So now you can ensure that you can confidently assess your risk and make informed decisions using custom sets of your own keywords and reviewing data 3 years in the past, helping you make safer and more appropriate decisions for your business. Built on the backbone of our wealth of creator data and our rapidly expanding AI capabilities, we are processing and surfacing all of the creator data points you need to set you up for success. In terms of custom brand safety, that is available today. You can see it in action. Right now at the Intelligence Lab, and a preview of our AI discovery is coming next week. But if you're nice to the Intelligence Lab team, they'll send you a sneak preview today as well.
Amazing. And I just want to call out, it's like, we talk a lot about the data, the technology, the insights. It's actually quite fun to use. Throwing some crazy keywords in there, looking for creators that are a little bit niche is quite interesting to see how it works and how well it really understands context to help you find creators like those, needle in a haystack creators out of the millions that are out there right now. So really, please, we'll keep pitching the Intelligence Lab. It's there. Go check it out. Go use it. So we talked, Claire has talked a lot about how we are transforming how you think about creators. How do you find creators that are actually tied to the outcomes that you're looking for, not just the search criteria? So one of those outcomes as part of this is really the content that they're creating, right? So let's take a moment just to think about that content. Right now, it's pretty much, as you think about how you use content, it's often tied almost like an anchor at a campaign level, for example, right? Or just at a point in time, oh, we ran this campaign, it was our Super Bowl campaign, and we're done, move on, right? But we know that this content is magical when you use it elsewhere. When you tie it behind paid media, when you put it on owned and operated channels, the authenticity of this content, the backing of the creators that generated it, all of this gives it such a huge lifespan. So why limit it? So I'm really excited to introduce our new content library. This is not just a repository. This is your command center for all content across your entire program. Whether you ran it in a campaign, whether you found it through looking at creator data, etc., all of this is available to you. Just if you kind of think about how you use content today, this is any piece of content that you've discovered, that you've loved, that you've wanted to reuse, that you've wanted to share with other people, all in one place. Now, if you kind of zoom out for a second, the power of this is really comes down to how this extends the life of that content beyond even your program. All of this is filterable, it's categorized, you can track usage rights against this content, and ultimately even share it across your organization. You can also, it's not just about downloading and filtering and finding the right content, but you can sync it via API. So if you've got other parts of your marketing stack that's using this content, you've got a separate paid media team that's kind of operating on its own, you can supercharge their programs with this content directly as well. Now, if you're using a digital asset management tool, you can also synchronize it that way or download it and upload it to wherever you want, Google Drive, etc., those capabilities. Now, when we think about this, this isn't just a convenience factor. This is a phenomenal shift in strategy, right? This is about how do you extend the reach of your creator programs to every part of your marketing stack, right? Wherever you want to use it, across your organization, whether it's on owned and operated channels or paid media channels, or even packaging or advertising or website or product catalog content. This is where this really supercharges all of these other outcomes that are being driven right now. And ultimately, our goal with this is to help you transform kind of the wider aspects of marketing here and really bring all of this power and content that you're generating all the time to the rest of your organization. And again, I'm really excited to say that this will be available to everyone starting November 6th, but if you want early access, go check out the Intelligence Lab. I'm going to keep pitching it. It's there. You can go see it. Our product team is ready and waiting and jumping at the bit to show you what it can do. So really, really looking forward to that. So I'm going quick here because we've only got 20 minutes and we've got a lot to cover here, and all of this power is phenomenal. But we've talked a lot about who, what creators, what is the content, how do I use it? Let's talk a little bit about the why here, right? Why is this important? How do you know that what you're doing is actually working? We know that analytics and measurements are not just a nice to have, right? They are a must have. And over time, this has gotten even more complex, right? If you think about all of the new types of content, the integration with commerce, with gifting, with payment data, with paid media information, all of this is coming to the surface as part of your creator program. And so what are we doing about it? We are making it possible for you to track every single metric directly in CreatorIQ with our new dynamic analytics dashboard. This is built completely from the ground up. We haven't just kind of put a new skin on this. This is where the magic happens. You can define all of the ideal views that make sense exactly for how you approach what's important to you. Every single metric, you can filter by date, by content, by creator, and it operates at lightning speed. We're talking about looking at data across hundreds of thousands of posts in just a second or so. And all of this is not just about seeing this data, but you can also share this across your entire organization. You can share a live view of your program and show exactly how it's performing to anyone, whether it's in your organization, whether it's your clients that want to have visibility into what's going on. All of this is possible with the new reporting dashboard. And as I said, this isn't just a pretty interface. We've built it again and overhauled from the ground up every single metric. So now it's not just about kind of your aggregate metrics around impressions, like, reach, engagement, etc. But you can get down to the granular platform-specific metrics and decide exactly what's important to you to showcase. One other key piece with this new capability is we know that how you define success is really up to you, right? There are standards that people use. We look at EMV. I think someone said EMV is the most important metric in marketing. We have you covered there. But as you think about metrics that you may have categorized or you may have calculated yourself, we have an all-new custom metrics builder that lets you create a calculation that's specific to you and use it everywhere from a reporting perspective. So you can really define how you measure success and socialize it across your entire organization. Now, the bottom line here is, as we've seen this world of metrics get more and more complex, right? Everyone needs their different. Our focus is to just make this exceptionally easier for you to get to the data that matters. And that's really what powers all of those future decisions. Who do I work with in the future? What is my future strategy? Which market should I be going in? What is working and what's not working? And allow you to make those decisions. And again, available to everyone on November 6th, but if you want early access, please speak to someone on the product team here who can turn it on for you. I'm keep pitching these guys. They're a phenomenal team. So please talk to them. They'll show you exactly what we can do today and get early access to it. Over to you, Claire.
So after all of this, after everything that Bhavin and I have talked about, a lot of your questions end up being, okay, what's the bigger picture? Why am I doing any of this? Why do any of these things matter to me? You found good creators. They generated content for your campaign. You measured their effectiveness, but there's still something missing. How do you know if you're increasing awareness in the market, if you're poised to generate revenue, or if you're outpacing your competitive set? Foundationally, how do you know if you're actually doing better than before? And we say by measuring your overall share of influence with competitive benchmarking. Our competitive benchmarking allows you to track your brand's performance in the broader creator landscape, putting it into context versus your competitors for a deeper understanding of your program's success at scale. Competitive benchmarking helps you understand relative performance, measure momentum over time, who's winning, who's gaining ground, who's really steering that digital conversation. If you went to Connor's rousing keynote earlier today, you know that we've also found that this type of comparative benchmarking is correlated with search traffic, market share, and even stock performance over time. Historically, we've offered this as a core capability to the Tribe Dynamics platform, but we're very excited to be bringing it to existing CreatorIQ clients and all new customers this quarter. So, where did we start with competitive benchmarking? For the past 8 years, we've been building machine learning models for almost 10,000 brands so that we can process not just tags and hashtags, but natural language mentions of brands. This also helps us understand the difference between an apple and Apple the company, mac and cheese and Mac Cosmetics, or even the difference between mentions of two brands like Amazon Prime and Prime Energy Drink. We then overlay this on our global benchmarking panel, which is made up of creators that we evaluate based on engagement, influence, and brand mentions. So it's not all voices. This isn't social listening, but it's the impactful ones. It's meant to be a panel of tastemakers so that when they talk about you or your competitors, you know that it matters. You can also handpick your competitors, analyzing your own industry, monitoring trends in your category, or even in your own community. You can choose your own metrics, EMV, a personal fave, a fave of some of the panels, but thank you. But we also provide industry standard metrics like impressions as well that you're able to see. By evaluating your presence in this way, share of influence and how it changes over time, you can correlate it to the trends in your strategies. You can tap into insights on content or specific creators that are really generating value or awareness to you. And maybe they're existing people that you've already known about, that you're already working with, but they also may be some new names, and you want to know who's saying things about you on the internet, probably. This can also help you drive decisions in terms of investment, content strategy, and the creators you work with long term. And we won't leave you hanging. This is a ton of data. How do you know what to focus on first? How do you know what growth is good or kind of what metrics makes the most sense for your brand? So we provide partnership with our internal experts as well. They help you not only read the data, but put it into practice, on hand to help you dig into data, drive strategies, set goals, and ultimately measure your progress and how you're doing in the space. We believe that competitive benchmarking is the perfect big picture complement to more tactical campaign performance and all the other activities that Bhavin and I have talked about today earlier on stage. It helps you gain the strategic edge and again, figure out if what you're doing is really better than what you've done in the past. And as the big announcement, it is available today. If I can pump the Intelligence Lab one more time, come talk to me and my team. Yes, great, thank you. Come talk to the team and I. I'll be there, happy to walk through competitive dashboards in terms of industry and also show you data on your own brand. So please come visit.
And that is not the last time I'll be pumping the intelligence slide, just FYI. So we've talked a lot about, all of these capabilities, but ultimately, it really comes back to the very beginning. We know creator content works better. So our focus is to make sure that that becomes a reality across every step of the marketing stack, across every part of your program. And really, our focus is, as we think about what are the kind of those ground level foundational pieces, is to make sure that everyone in this room, our clients, the people that are running these best-in-class programs, have the best data, the best insights, the best access to social information that is possible, and surface it as easily as possible within the platform. And for our customers here, as we think about what, supercharging your programs, is really all of these AI insights, the tools, the workflows, and the platform that can scale with everything that you're trying to do, not just today, but 6 months from now, a year from now, 5 years from now. And for those people who are potential new customers, which I've met a few of already today, our solution is really a fully comprehensive solution that delivers and is tailored to all of these various outcomes. And it's built on smart data, a seamless workflow, and the best infrastructure in the industry. Truly, like when you think about access to social data, when you think about reliability of this information, these, creator marketing is almost becoming a critical engine in people's marketing stacks, and we want to make sure that you have a system that supports that. And finally, everything we just talked about, although very exciting, amazing, is really just the first step in what we're doing, right? What we're seeing here is the foundations of the future that we're building for, whether it's AI insights, whether it's accessibility to data, whether it's how you publish and share information, how you track syndicated content, descriptive insights on top of that content to automatically categorize, for example. All of this is just a prelude to what we're going. And interestingly, I truly believe that this isn't something that's a year away or 2 years away. I think we're 6 months away, 3 months away from needing these capabilities and really wanting to transform these programs. And so, as a final reminder, everything we talked about is available now. You can go see it, go check out the Intelligence Lab one more time, but also you can sign up for competitive insights to be delivered directly into your inboxes. You can enroll in our early access programs, and you can request a demo at your convenience as well. So reach out to your rep, and we can help you set up and walk you through exactly everything we've talked about. And lastly, I just want to say from a product perspective, and kind of as the product leader on the CreatorIQ side, the reason we have the platform we do is because of all of you. All of the feedback, the insights, the challenges that you've given us are really as what has allowed us to scale our platform, our capabilities, and our solutions for everything that you're delivering. You are all driving the best-in-class programs in the industry, and we want to make sure that we're right there leading it beside you. So thank you again for being on this journey with us, and I'm really excited for where this is going, and I hope everyone has a fantastic day. Check out the Intelligence Lab. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.